Welcome to the history of glass. Look up, way up, at the giants that define our modern cities, the towering skyscrapers, the vast bridges, the stadiums that span acres. What holds these colossal structures against the wind and gravity? What is their hidden strength? The answer is a material that revolutionized the world, steel. It's the essential backbone of modern life. But its journey from a rare commodity. For millennia, construction relied on the materials nature provided: wood, stone, and brick. Before steel, we had iron. Cast iron was structurally useful, as proven by 18th century masterpieces like the Iron Bridge in England. But iron has a major flaw. That material, of course, is steel, an alloy of iron and carbon. It is vastly stronger and more resilient than iron. But for most of history, making high-quality steel was slow, expensive, and difficult, restricting its use to things like tools and weapons, not entire buildings. Piles we still see across Europe today. At the same time, in areas with the right geology, like Wales or Vermont, people began splitting stone. Everything changed in the mid-19th century. In 1856, the British inventor Sir Henry Bessemer introduced the Bessemer process. This groundbreaking innovation allowed for the mass production. The first structures to test this new affordable steel were bridges, like the magnificent Eads Bridge in St. Louis in 1874. But the most important leap was yet to come. The true steel revolution was the invention of the steel frame. Instead of relying on heavy, thick, load-bearing exterior walls, the steel frame created an internal skeleton. In 1901, with the invention of the asphalt shingle. This internal skeleton bore the building's weight, freeing architects to use thinner curtain walls and vast glass. The world's first true skyscraper, Chicago's Home Insurance Building, erected in 1885, utilized this method. Though only 10 stories, it demonstrated the potential. The early 20th century became the age of the skyscraper. With reliable, standardized structural steel shapes, the classic I-beam chief among them, construction became faster, taller, and more predictable. Structures like the Chrysler Building and the Empire State Building in New York City became global symbols of industrial power and architectural ambition. Today, steel remains the dominant structural material. From suspension bridges that span miles to prefabricated building systems, it provides the essential balance of strength, ductility, and cost. Modern innovation focuses on high-performance steels that are lighter and more corrosion-resistant. The story of steel is a story of continuous progress. It allowed us to break free from the constraints of masonry and build the vertical cities of our dreams. So the next time you gaze upon a skyscraper, remember the invisible skeleton of steel that is holding the entire modern world together. Reinforced concrete unlocked an age of unprecedented architectural possibility. The 20th century was the century of concrete. The material became the medium of choice for architects like Le Corbusier, who celebrated its raw, honest texture in the brutalist movement. It was used to build monumental infrastructure projects like the Hoover Dam, and to create the graceful, flowing forms of the Sydney Opera House. Today, concrete is the most widely used man-made material on Earth. We produce billions of tons of it every year. But this success comes with a cost. The production of cement, the key ingredient in concrete, is a major contributor to global carbon emissions. The calcination process releases vast amounts of carbon dioxide. This has led to a new chapter in the history of concrete, one focused on sustainability and innovation. Thank you for watching. Visit us at www.constructionsoftwarethailand.com.